one really important question people often lead with is, why are you selling the business? Personally, I find that can break rapport sometimes because why is kind of an aggressive question for some people. And so I tend to lead with a much more open ended question, which does a lot of great things in one go, which is, tell me about your business. First of all, people love talking about themselves. They often don't get a chance to, and they're often in an isolated situation. That's one reason why they might be selling the business. They're just frankly lonely. And so give them a chance to talk about themselves, and listening properly and fully in itself is a gift to somebody, as a rapport builder. Second thing, obviously, it does what it seems to, which is gives you an overview of the business, which is really, really important for you. And the third thing it does is it gives you an overview of the type of person you're dealing with. So if they give you chapter and verse for the history of the business for 10 minutes based on one question, they may be what we call an analyst or an analytical type person. I'm a bit like that. And if so, they're very detail oriented, and you need to know that because the rest of the way you deal with them will be based on that. Now, we can go much further into negotiation ninja stuff in the next episode based on the insights of an FBA ex hostage negotiator. So there's more to go there. But just to say, if you get the personality by listening, there's so much power in that. So this is the reason why it's a subtle thing that does a lot of good things for you. Tell me about the business. Second question: if you were away or sick for 3 months, Mr. Seller, what would happen to the business? And really, what this is telling about is key person risk. How much does the business depend on the seller? And an owner operator of a relatively small business, particularly in the Amazon space, is probably, absolutely key to the business. And if they disappear, the business would just die. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't buy the business, but you need to know that going in, because it affects the value of the business. The value of a business that it depends entirely on the person who owns it running it is much, much lower than one that has some people in place who can run it. So you should value it accordingly. And you've also got to think about, are you an owner investor or an owner operator? Do you want to come in and have other people run your business day to day? Or do you want to run it yourself? Again, that's part of what you did back in step 2, in defining what you're looking for. Be really clear about that. So that's why this is a critical question.